Hello, thank you for joining us. Could you take a little time to introduce yourself and your organization for us, please?
Yes, John Wilson. I'm with the Ashwaubenon Lions Club. I'm the treasurer. Keeps me busy.
Can you describe some of the things that the Lions Club does, what their main goals are, what some of their operations are like?
Lions is an international organization. They focus on vision and donating, and we donate 100% of our profits to multiple organizations within the state, international, and so forth. It's pretty expansive.
And so, can you describe your role as treasurer? What is your main role in the organization?
Main role is we set a budget every year on who we want to give to and so forth. Our organization derives their profits from parking for the Packers at Metro Market. We're currently charging $30 a car, so we come out very well as far as the amount of money we can give, which is very nice. And we give to, I want to say at least 20 organizations every year. And they vary as the years change.
So about those partnerships, those people that you donate to, can you describe some of them, the examples of who they are, what they do?
It's an expensive list. Well, Lions Camp, which is in Rochelle, that's a big one. International Lions, usually if there's a disaster or something, we send money that way. Locally, we give to as far away as Kathy's House in Milwaukee and House of Hope in Madison. Locally, we give to the Spina Bifida every year. They have a big fundraiser and we donate towards that so they can accumulate funds. Mac Fund is another one. We donate to a concert which generates quite a bit of money for the Mac Fund. I wish I had my list in front of me.
No, that's okay. So a lot of the organizations you partner with are ones that provide health care, that sort of thing.
It's helping. We also give to House of Hope. We give a lot to Ashwaubenon as far as helping with the parks and so forth. There's a wide variety of the food pantries and the homeless shelters. And because of the amount of money we generate, we're able to be very generous to multiple organizations, quite a few organizations.
So can you then describe how do you work to maintain good relationships with these organizations?
Actually, giving money makes it pretty easy but we've developed relationships with several organizations that they count on us and we count on being able to give it to them. Several thank you letters throughout the year and so forth. Like I said, with the pack parking, we give quite a bit of money away. It's a nice benefit.
And so what benefits do these partnerships give to the Lions Club?
There's some give and take with every organization, I would say, because we research the organizations and so forth, and we do develop relationships with the people in charge of them and so forth, and it's actually very nice that the organizations that we've selected throughout the years, and we add and subtract as we go. This year we'll be subtracting because our funds will go down a little bit, but
yeah. And so how then do you make that determination, like who you choose to work with, who you choose to cut, who you choose to add?
The club as a whole does that. With my role as treasurer, I'm kind of leery of, I make suggestions is probably the best part of it, and then I stay away from voting on anything because I'm controlling the funds. I don't think I can be a decision maker at that level, but I do suggest.
And so then that's like they put forward a vote to the entire club membership?
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
we do. We have a meeting and we go line by line with every organization, decide how much to give. I always give them a number that the club should be comfortable with giving. And then we parse it that way.
And how often do these meetings occur? Is it like every 6 months, every 3 months?
We meet from September through the end of May on an average twice a month. The budget meeting's a once a year thing. We can vote if something pops up, which happens on occasion. We just had a kid that needed an eye exam, and his family couldn't afford it. And that's one of the keys to Lions' vision. So there's a quick vote to pay for that, and I actually delivered the check this morning to the eye doctor. So the budget varies. Yeah, and it can change, but we do try to set something out, and then I'll write several checks to distribute them.
And so with the budget, how does the budget making process work for the Lions Club?
I take, every year I take what I give, what we gave the prior year, list it out and how much. Then I'll do a calculation of what I feel we'll have to give based on what we think our income will be. And then we'll just go line by line of who we gave to, and if we're going to continue to give, was it a one-time gift, and so forth, then parse it out that way. It's a pretty good process, and the members have a good feeling on what we can do.
And so then how do you communicate this budget to the members?
At our budget meeting, I'll present last year's giving. I'll also present what I feel the money will come in, and then they'll go line by line and say, yes, we'll do this one, and we'll do this amount this year. A lot of them stay the same every year. Some will be dropped because it was a one-time gift. So we always leave room in the budget, so if somebody comes in need, we'll have funds available for them also, instead of tying all the funds up at one time and then we can't change. So
And so if you need to make a change to the budget after this budget meeting, how does that work?
Who's ever bringing it forward will bring it forward, give an amount and so forth. Depending on what they're bringing forth, I'll suggest either higher or lower, but it's a suggestion, it's the club's decision. And then they vote on it at that meeting, and then I'll change the budget to include or include it. So, yeah. So,
I know you said earlier that you try to spend 100% of the funds that you bring in.
Right.
Do you have a little bit of money extra, or?
We always leave money available for the following year because we never know year to year exactly what's going to happen. So we do have a cushion that's built in that we try to, not only for the ones that may come up during the year, but also the amount we want to carry forward to the next year. So, so we have a good starting point. It keeps us going.
And so for fundraising, you said that you do Packer parking. Is there any other like sources of fundraising that you do?
Now with Packer parking, it's $30 a car, and we park approximately 260 cars a game. So we really don't have to do other fundraising. We don't have to do brat fries and things like that, which other clubs do. Other clubs, the Pier, they do a flower sale every year, which is their big fundraiser. But they also, I should say Alloway, but they also help us park. And that's the other thing in our parking. We look for volunteer organizations to help us park because we're not that big club. So we have parents from St. Joe's, Notre Dame Academy, and Bayport Lacrosse, and they get paid so much each game that they help with. And depending on the number of people, it's a set amount per person. And at the end of the year, we pay those out to those also. So.
And so, and that just gives you everything that you need for the year, pretty much?
Yes, it does. Yeah, we don't fundraise other than the Packer parking. If we didn't have Packer parking, we'd be doing brat fries, things like that, or find other things. But I think we're pretty secure with the Packer parking right now.
And so for that, do you work directly with the Packers organization?
No, it's Metro Market.
It's
We
Metro
work with them, and their corporate got involved, and that's changed things a little bit. But like I said, we do quite well.
So then does like Metro Market have any like sort of like, do they take a percentage? Do they have any sort of rules that you need to follow in that?
We do. And this is the first year they're taking a percentage of our parking. And then we also monitor the lot for them during the game to make sure that people aren't parking where they want store people to park, our customers. You know, there's employee parking, customer parking, we get the rest of it. But we also monitor all that, so we do quite a bit for Metro Market to keep their lot clean. We don't allow tailgating. I shouldn't say we don't, they don't. But we have to monitor to make sure that, and no alcohol in the lot. So we're constantly going around the lot to make sure that things are kept clean.
And so for this, roughly like, how many people will be out there per game, like volunteer wise?
Volunteer. Let's see. Probably 15 to 16 people. So it's a good group.
And roughly, like, how large is the organization in terms of membership, in terms of...
Membership, we're right around 18 right now. And we're an elderly organization. That's the other thing we've got. We may have 18 members, but we probably have 10 that can actually park cars. And that's why we have the other organizations in there to help us out.
And so when it comes to leadership, how do you like determine leadership? How do you like replace people when they retire?
Actually, as far as the leadership, there's terms that are every 2 years. The president and the treasurer are 2-year terms. So once you sign up, you're signed up for 2 years. Other than that, it's every year. and you've got your president, treasurer, vice president, past president, and so forth down the list. But the two, and secretary, the two biggest jobs are secretary and treasurer, is my feeling. Because somebody has to take care of all the notes and reporting to the Lions International, our membership.
And you said you are an elderly organization. So how does it work with recruiting?
That's our biggest hurdle, because recruiting, we've tried different things, and I think we've gone into a society where everybody is so busy all the time that joining a club or something is a luxury that people aren't taking.
Yeah.
We'd love to have more members. It'd be nice if we could have enough members that we just did a lot and gave away money, but we have to share it. So, but it all goes to a good cause. But we keep busy.
And so, going back to the fundraising, so is there anything that you would like to change about that? Like, is there any like other sources of fundraising that you would like to explore, or?
If we're younger, I would say yes. But with the age we're parking, 10 to 12 games a year. And the Packer season keeps us busy. So, yes and no, I would say. We love other opportunities, but with our membership, it's like, it's the same people doing the same thing every time. And we've got a core of about 10 people that...
It's hard to do more things than what you're currently doing.
Because every Packer game is 6 to 7 hours out there parking cars and monitoring the lot.
Do you clean up afterwards?
Well, if we do a good job monitoring the lot, there's no cleanup.
Okay.
So, and we do a good job monitoring the lot. So, but taking the signs down, putting the signs up, and there's quite a bit. To Packer parking Sunday. Or Monday, whatever day. Yeah.
So when it comes to like the spending, you said that it was the entire organization takes a vote on where to spend the money that you fundraise.
Yes, we do. And we do have expenses, like there are sign expenses and things like that we have to pay for to get it done. So, but the expenses are minimal for us.
Do you have like a meeting place, like dedicated meeting place?
Yeah, we were at D2 for a long time down by the stadium. This year we moved to Denny's, and I think we might move to NWTC next. So, which I would like. Denny's is my favorite spot.
Yeah.
So, but.
And you just rent out a room?
Actually, Denny's, there's no cost. And there was no cost at D2, but we're also buying food when we have the meeting. So they're getting our meal tickets. And everybody's on their own for that. The club doesn't pay for any of that.
But I'm assuming with NWTC you would rent out a room, like a classroom.
From what I understand, there wouldn't be a charge to that. But then if people want to eat, they're going to have to bring in a box lunch or something. And honestly, if they did, our meetings would go faster and we wouldn't.
And so your spending, is that mostly in the village of Ashwaubenon Is most of your spending like local to local organizations?
You're talking about donations.
Like donations, yes.
Actually, we've got like I said, we give to Kathy's House in Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
The Lions International, that's in local. The Wisconsin Camp, that's in Rochelle. One of the other things we do, and I should mention it, is we have an individual in the club that we collect eyeglasses.
Mm-hmm.
And we just dropped off those at the convention Lions had, and the guy that collected them, 14,000 glasses, 300 and some hearing aids. Mm-hmm. So, and they all end up in Mexico or below that, I believe. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, he does an amazing job of that. So that's one of the bigger things we do that doesn't cost us anything. Mm-hmm. We have a company that donates all the boxes. So all we have to do is box them up and deliver them to the convention. So and that's one of the major focuses is vision with the Lions Club. Mm-hmm. Lions International.
And so Kathy's House, can you describe what that organization does?
Kathy's House and House of Hope is for cancer patients that are at Freighter or a hospital in Milwaukee. And I actually got to stay there when Jack was down there for his cancer treatments. Mm-hmm. And there's no charge to the family. They have a big kitchen, there's meals made. And the same thing with House of Hope. They're the same way in Madison. Those are the two that come to mind right away.
And so with your donations to these organizations, do you have control over how that's spent, or do you
We don't put any restrictions on how they spend it.
Or so they have full control over how that's spent then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, the village of Ashwaubenon may come to us and say, well, we did it last year. It's a Moby chair for their water park, and they wanted money for that. So that would be restricted to them buying that. Mm-hmm. But those are rare. The parks comes to us every once in a while and say, can you get this for us? Yeah. So, then they would be restricted. But other than that, it's usually...
So, is there anything else you've done with the parks besides that chair?
Oh, we've been involved with the parks for quite a few years. There's a mat for the water park, so a wheelchair could go out on the mat and get in the water. This mobile chair is a step up from that. We helped them buy a grill for their fundraisers and stuff that they do. Or they have music in the park, and they always have an organization come in and cook food and grill, and so we've helped the parks out quite a bit. Mm-hmm. And now we're looking at the new library that's coming up. I'm not sure what we'll do there, but I'm sure there'll be a donation of some kind. Mm-hmm.
And which new library is this?
The Ashwaubenon Library that's moving into the big complex that's just down on Khmer.
Oh.
They've got a big... The Ashwaubenon one will close, and they're moving down there. Mm-hmm. So they have some needs that they've made us aware of.